Amazing. So when you first get in the app, it'll ask if you want push notifications. I like them. It will send you reminders on upcoming appointments that you have. And then we're going to hit that book now button to book our appointment that we want to do. So on this page, you can see that there's breathwork, DEXA scans, IV infusion, PEMF, and sauna cold plunge. We're going to book a sauna and cold plunge appointment. So I'm going to select that option, and then it's going to pull up two things. One, you can see that space rental. That's if you would like to rent out the entire space for your party, or you can click on single session. So that's that sauna cold plunge session right there. I know that it says $50, but if you have a membership, you'll hit book, and at the end, it will apply your membership so you won't have to pay. So I'm going to select that single session book, and then it's going to take me to this page. If you want to book with another guest with you, you can hit book another spot. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to type in my guest's name. And so I'm going to type in Spencer, and then Tuckett, and then you're going to add their email address. And then I'm going to select add, and then you can see right there, that's who I'm bringing. And then I'm going to hit continue with extra spots, and that's going to add Spencer with me. Then on this next page are add-ons. And so these are anything that you wanted to add on to your experience. For me, I'm going to select the DEXA scan appointment, and then I'm also going to select that I want to do a glutathione injection. And then I'm going to hit continue with 2 add-ons at the bottom. If you do not want any add-ons, you would just click continue without add-ons, and it will take you to the next screen to book. And so up top, you can see here the date. So it says January, February, March, so you can select the month that you want. And so I'm going to hit February there, and then I want to select the day I want to come in, which is going to be the 3rd, and then I'm going to select the time slot that works for me. So I selected 11 a.m., and then you can see everything in your appointment here, the sauna cold plunge, the additional guest that's coming with you, the 2 add-ons, and then the date and time. And then I'm going to hit book at the bottom of the page. And it's going to take me here where I can do my payment method. So if you have a membership, you'll see here that I'm going to select this payment membership option for my payment method. If I didn't, then I would select card, and I insert my card information. Because I have a membership, I'm going to do that. And you can see that I'm bringing Spencer, and I'm going to hit book now. And then you're going to see my confirmation saying I'm all set. And then I'm going to hit close out of this page. I'm going to do a little 5-star. I love this app. And then I'm going to go back to my main page on the top bar there, and it's going to show me the appointments that I have. So these are my upcoming appointments. It'll say the type of appointment, the time, the duration of the appointment. And then if I click on that, it's going to take me to this page where it's just going to give me some more information about the appointment that I have coming, the duration, the location, and then a little section about the experience. And then if you want on the bottom, you can hit add to calendar, where it will save it in your Apple Calendar. And then from this page, I'm just going to click the back button. And then I'm going to click back on my appointments. I want to do an IV infusion and injection, so I'm going to select on that. I'm going to select my wellness injection there. I'm going to hit book. And then it's going to take me to the options that we have for wellness injections. For my appointment, I want to do an NAD injection, so I'm going to select that. It'll give me a little excerpt on what NAD injections we have. The NAD injection is not actually $0, but because we do it based off of milligram and dose, we have you book it for $0, and then when you come in, based off of your dose, we'll charge you from there. And then I selected that I didn't want to bring anyone with me, and I didn't want any other add-ons, and then I select the day and time that I want. I'm going to hit book. It'll say book for free, and then I'm going to select that, and it'll add it to the calendar for me. And then I'm going to go back to IV infusions and injections, and I want to do an IV therapy infusion. I'm going to say that I don't want to bring anyone else. For the IV therapy infusion, it is $100 for just NS. So these add-ons are for any of the blends that you want. So if when you come in, you don't know what blend you want, you can just select that original NS back for $100, and then you can chat with our nurse, and then we can decide from there on which blend that we're getting. If you do know the blend that you want, you can select that price. I selected migraine support, and that was an additional $112 on top of the $100 for that entire blend. And then I selected the day and time that worked for me. I'm going to hit book. For this one, I do not have a membership for IV therapy, so I'm going to have to insert my card information or Apple Pay in order to book the appointment time. And once I select both of those, I will hit book now, and it will book the appointment for me. And then as I go back to my main page, I selected memberships on that top toolbar, and here you can see any active memberships that you have. You can see any offerings that we're currently running, and then other subscription offerings that we have right here. And if you scroll, you can see all of them. And then just beneath that, you'll see our packages that we offer. So our punch passes for our sauna cold plunge, or our PEMF mats. And then if we scroll back up to the top, if you want to select on that, the gift cards right next to the memberships, you can purchase a gift card through the app. If you want to do a custom value, you would select that, choose your value, hit select, do your card information, hit continue, and pay for the gift card that way. And then underneath JIKO, you're going to see that messages. And that message box there will message us directly. So you can ask questions. We can help you book appointments, whatever you need. It will tell the staff that. And then right next to that is our refer and earn. We do have a referral program that we're rolling out. I'll do another little highlight on that here soon, but this is where you would keep track of that. And then if you click on the little eye icon above, it'll pop up a little box below. It'll show you your credits, anything that you have in your account. And then on that front page again, under the main, it will show you upcoming visits that you have, and then any past bookings.